Good morning, you guys. It is like the earliest I've ever done one of these videos, and I'm actually on the way to work today, so I thought we would talk. I've got two topics that I want to talk about. One kind of falls into another, so we'll just do that. So I don't know if I've really spoken about this on this channel or not, but I turned 25 all right, son. Do you want to not destroy my lighting? Thank you. In May of this year, and I had what I can only characterize as a quarter life crisis in the process, where I was just like, my God, like 25 is so old, like I'm getting old and crusty, and like I'm basically like 1 foot in the grave, like it's just really dramatic about it. But it was something that I really struggled with in my mental health for a while. And basically since May 4th, my birthday, I have really had a hard time kind of coming to terms with it. And I very, very, very recently realized, like literally just like the other day, that I'm not actually I'm feeling a lot better about it. Like, I'm feeling more blessed to see 25 years on this planet. I'm feeling more blessed to have had my time on this planet thus far, and like aging is a good thing, and like being blessed to age, and just like kind of the good side of things. And I think it's because of a couple of things. I think it's because I've been pushing myself out of my box recently, like to be feeling different things, and like kind of feeling those feelings, acknowledging them, but also like not letting them take over. I also think like the last like 5 or 6 days, I have been with a different group of people every single day. Wednesday, I hung out with a lot of people because work was different, like a different vibe Wednesday. Then Thursday, I was out with my work people all day. We had like a little outing or whatever. Then Friday, I was at home, gave me time to reset my like social clock, and like, you know, refill that social battery that was draining. And then Saturday, I was with a bunch of people at like in the mountains and stuff, which that'll be a vlog. And then Sunday, I was out with my boyfriend's family at the lake. So, and then like of course I've seen my parents and stuff, so I've just been with a bunch of different people, and I feel like it has really just like revitalized me into thinking like, wow, like I really have quite the group around me. I really have people around me who give a fuck. I don't know, it just felt good. And it also felt good to like be older, but I also feel like people are so afraid of aging, and like I was as well. Like, it's not just like other people. Like, I was so afraid of like, oh my God, I'm 25, I'm behind in life, and I'm this and I'm that and this. And like, I've learned just in this short like 2-month span of being 25 that like your life moves at your own pace. Nobody's pace is correct or incorrect for you or for them. Like, somebody else's pace is going to be correct for them, but it's going to be incorrect for you. And that's a big thing to think about. Like, don't place your bets on other people's life, because they're going to do things differently, and that's the beauty of life. Like, you're going to do things differently than this person's going to do things differently than you, and like that's the greatest thing about life. But I also think the approach to aging that I'm taking is, one, my skin still looks youthful. No, I'm kidding. But no, I am kidding. But the approach I'm taking to it is, listen, you are only as old as you feel like you are, and aging is a beautiful thing, but your mentality is so important. If you want to remain young at heart and like be goofy and crazy and whatever, you will literally never lose a day. You will literally be in your 20s for the rest of your life. And it doesn't matter if you're 90, it doesn't matter if you're 100, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you want to be in the teenager, 20-year-old mindset forever, you could do that. And that's completely fine. And that is what keeps people young. That's what keeps people sharp. That's what keeps people you know, doing their thing and keeps them in a good mindset and makes aging fun. Because, you know, I wouldn't say getting older is fun. I wouldn't say, like, it's like, okay, so, like, yeah, now I get a cut in my car insurance because I'm over 25. I can rent a car because I'm over 25. But, like, once you pass, like, 21, there really isn't a whole lot of, like, cool shit you can do. Like, 21, you can drink, and in North Carolina, you can smoke alcohol, oh my god, smoke tobacco products now because they raised the age. And, like, shit like that. But, like, realistically, like, it's nothing... You know, that's the last birthday where you're doing big shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, you're not, you can already buy a lottery ticket. You can already go off and get drafted if you need to, or go to the military or whatever. But 25 is like, okay, you can rent a car and you can, like, you know, do shit like that. That's so cool. That's it. Like, there's really not much else outside of that. But I don't think that should mean that aging is a bad thing. And I'm kind of changing my mindset of it, at least for now anyways. And I realize that I'm in a better place about it. And I love that. I think it's really cool and I really enjoy it. Another thing that's really helped me out is, on a total whim, I found this girl on TikTok. Like, complete whim. So random. And I found her TikTok and she was talking about I'm a fan of the Sturniolo triplets. If you don't know who they are, I would be very surprised, but I am. And she was talking about how, like, the fans of the Sturniolo triplets are so young. And I commented just totally randomly on that TikTok and was like, oh my god, I totally agree. I'm 25 and I feel like I am a grandma among these fans. And she commented back and was like, oh my god, we've got a group chat. What's your Instagram? I'm gonna add you to the group chat. And I was like, oh my god, okay. And so there's, like, I don't know, maybe close to 30 of us in this group chat, and it's all, like, 18 and over people who are fans or whatever. And I've been talking to them for a couple days, and it's really cool. And, like, we're doing some cool shit. Like, they want to start, like, a podcast, and I'm so down for that. And, like, we've been working on some shit, and, like, just having a really good fucking time. And, like, that was something else that was very liberating for me, was, like, just being able to talk to people around my age and, like, who, you know, have a common interest and, like, whatever. And they're very creative. They're very, like, you know, they're very nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Like, I don't know. It's just been really, really, really fun. I've enjoyed it a lot. You know, it's just been nice. I don't know what else to say other than that. But that has helped me out a lot too, because even in the group chat, I think I'm the oldest person there. Like, I'm 25 and everybody else is, like, most of the people are, like, under 22, 23. And when I first started it, I was like, oh my god, I'm still the oldest bitch. Like, oh my god. And then I'm like, you know what? Who cares, dude? Like, I'm so tired of 25 being, like, this, like, threshold age of, like, now you're old. Like, fuck off. Like, leave me alone. And then I watched the podcast, the Cut the Camera podcast that the Sturniolo triplets do, and they posted it yesterday, and one of them was like, 25, I'm gonna feel so old, or whatever. And, like, that was one of the things that made me realize, like, wow, I've really found peace at 25. Like, I've really found peace, because I can tell you, to be completely honest, and I don't like, you know, being like this on camera, but I can tell you with complete honesty, like, 25, and now that I'm here and, like, I'm in this realm, the one thing that 25 has brought me is peace and the inability to give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I didn't really give one to begin with, but now that I'm 25, I don't care. I don't care. If you don't like me, that's fine. You know, if you're not interested, that's fine. I'm doing things that I want to do. I've been doing a lot of things for the plot. I've been doing a lot of things to, like, just push myself out there, and, like, I don't love the whole YOLO thing. Like, that YOLO's kind of cringe for me, but one thing I always say is, like, do it for the plot. And, like, that is something that I've really been holding on to recently, is, like, do this shit for the plot. When you're 90, are you going to want these memories? And the answer is yes. Then fucking try it and see what happens. Like, I'm trying to... So tomorrow, tour tickets come out for the Sturniolo triplets tour. And they're going to Charlotte, which is obviously in North Carolina. And I told myself that if they came to North Carolina, I would go. So I'm going to get tickets. And I'm going to post a vlog for you guys. But I've been trying to figure out, like, what ticket package I'm going to get and, like, what kind of thing I'm going to do. because I'm like, I don't want to spend too much money. And then I'm like, do it for the damn plot. Like, who cares? Like, at the end of the day, you can always save that money back. You can always make more money. You can always do whatever, but you cannot get this time back. This time that I'm living right now, this 2023 life, August of 2023, is happening right now, and that's it. There is no other do-over of August 2023. Once this month is over, that's it. And there's a vacation that I'm toying with going on next year. And my boyfriend wouldn't be able to go. There's just not enough. He doesn't have enough time off. Like, there's just not enough going on. And at first I wasn't going to go. And then I talked to him about it, and I'm like, for the fucking plot. For the plot. I've never been to this country before. I've never gotten to go to that place before. And I'm like, for the damn plot. Like, come on. You're only this age one damn time. And if I'm going to spend this whole damn life of mine wondering what I should and shouldn't be doing, wondering where I should be at, and like if I'm doing the right thing, that'll make my damn self miserable. Like, this is ridiculous. So I'm not doing it. I'm done with it. That's my take on not giving a fuck. I'm done worrying about could this be, a bad thing for me. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Because at the end of the day, I can make more money. At the end of the day, I can work harder. At the end of the day, I can do all these other things. I can make those changes. But at the end of the day, I'm also going to be working for the rest of my damn life. And what's more important to me is the memories. It just is. The memories are more important to me. And, I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's going to be the end of that story. And so that's my take on that. And not to just like randomly stop and switch topics, but that's what I'm going to do. I saw a thing, and I think this actually might have been in the Cut the Camera podcast, talking about gifts, like giving gifts to people and stuff. And I thought this was such an interesting take. It was, because Nick was the one who said something about, like, it's not the thought that counts. Like, if you get something for somebody that you didn't put any thought into. And I think that's so interesting, and I love that. So I am a gift giver. I love buying people stuff. I love giving people stuff. But I will also tell you this. If after a while I feel like you're not grateful, or I feel like you haven't reciprocated any kind of thought towards me, I will stop buying you stuff. More than that, though, there's one person in my family who, last year I didn't get anything from them for Christmas, which is fine, but doesn't know me worth a shit. We're not close. We don't like each other. Like, it just is what it is, right? And we, like, acknowledge the fact that, like, none of us like each other, and it's totally fine. But she would get Christmas gifts for my mom, my dad, me, and once my boyfriend came around, she started getting gifts for my boyfriend as well. I am appreciative of everything. I mean, okay, that was a total setup. I'm appreciative of everything and anything I can I get from somebody. Like, I don't expect gifts from people, but if I get something, then I'm gonna appreciate it anyways. So she would get stuff for me, and it would always be clothes. They would be like 2-3 sizes too big. They're never my style, and it's just, you could tell it's just something that she bought on, like, clearance from somewhere and was just like, here you go, whatever, right? So I, like, don't really care that much. Like, you got me something, thanks, whatever. And then she got my boyfriend something for the first Christmas that he was with us, and went, like, we all saw each other. And he opened his gift, and his gift was thought out, was exactly his style, was exactly his size, was literally like she had known him, like he was part of the family, and I was just some rando, right? And that was when I was like, it's not about the thought, because you have to put thought into it for it to be about the thought. If I just go to a store, grab something off the fucking shelf and throw it in a fucking box and go, Merry Christmas, that's not about the thought. That's about, I knew that I had to get you something because I got everybody else something. That's not the nature of gift giving, and that's not all, it's the thought that counts. That's, you didn't think about it, you waited till the last damn minute, and now you want praise that you at least threw some money at it. I don't give a fuck, I would have been better off with nothing. Like, you know, so sorry to sound like an ungrateful bitch, but, you know, they always say something's better than nothing, but I disagree. Like, at least if you got me nothing, I know where we stand. But if you got me something, I'm assuming that you put thought into it. And when that doesn't happen, that to me is more offensive than nothing, personally. That's just a personal thing, I guess, but whatever. But that has happened every year since. Every year that she's ever gotten my boyfriend something, it's always well thought out. It's always exactly his style. It's always a perfect fit. It's literally whatever it is fits him perfectly. Like, not only that, like, she got him like a wallet or something one year too, and like, it's always perfect. Like, it's always exactly what he wants. It's always exactly perfect, and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, but like, you've known me my entire life, and I get this random shit that, like, whatever. And my boyfriend is such a trooper. Like, he is just such a trooper, because like, there were some things that he really genuinely liked from what she got, but he would always use them as work clothes, I think, just as out of respect for me. He denies that. He always says like he would use them as work clothes regardless, because like they're 100% cotton and blah blah blah. My boyfriend's a welder and whatever, but I feel like he always used them as work clothes because it was like a respect thing for me. Like, you know, if you know anything about, if you have a blue collar boyfriend at all, you know that like their stuff gets destroyed so fast. So like, I will buy him work clothes for like Christmas, just because his work clothes are not cheap, and like, you know, that way it's like one thing you don't have to buy, you know. But he was like, yeah, I use them as work clothes and whatever. And I think all of them are like long gone. I'm pretty sure they're all like burned up, because, you know, welders get that splatter burn stuff all over them. But that's just the thing. I think it's an interesting take, is like, you know, people always say like it's the thought that counts, but I feel like that's true when you put thought into your gift. But if you're just giving someone something to give them something, then I feel like the thought doesn't count, because there is no thought in it. Like, I don't know. But that was my rants. I'm gonna wrap it here, because I don't want to like continue to complain. This is kind of a terrible vibe to start the morning off with, but well, the birthday thing was good. That was a fun thing that I realized. Also, like the group chat I was telling you guys about, I noticed that, like, because I'm not used to keeping up with that much communication, that is like draining my social battery as well. And like, I love it, but I'm also like adjusting to it as well, which is an interesting thing. So I'm trying to like keep myself like involved, because I like it, but also like, you know, not overdo it for myself, because I don't want to hurt myself, you know. But yeah, that's my whole video for today. Thanks for letting me ramble your face off today. These videos are getting like steady views, which is kind of crazy, but so thanks for watching. I love that you guys seem to be enjoying this. I'm gonna see if like the podcast and stuff is set up fully, and then I will link like what we're doing in the description if you're interested. I know that it's called Sister Smack Podcast. If you are interested in the Cerniola triplets or people talking about them at all, then there you go. That's something for you. But otherwise, I don't know what else we'll be talking about. I'm assuming we'll talk about other stuff, but I don't know. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching this video, and